Alright. Go ahead. Continue with Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, fucking wonderful. Can't wait.
Oh, that's right. Arcane Season 2 dropped. I wonder if that's any good or not. Heard.
Is that
What?
isn't that supposed to be your domain?
Yeah, but I don't have a Netflix account right now, so I haven't been able to watch Season 2. Season 1 was pretty solid. I wasn't the biggest fan that they changed the lore to match Arcane. I don't know if you've ever like researched or spent time with an IP that ended up changing their original story to match new material.
Can't say who I am.
Yeah, so for context, originally League of Legends had this whole story and everything. You know, they had their whole lore, everything was fine. But what ended up happening is Arcane was so successful that they decided to just get rid of their original lore and combine it with Arcane. So that way new players could be invested in the story and the lore without actually having to, you know, learn the story or the lore, because they would just have it from Arcane. We'll go with... Hello, Red Dusk. How are you doing? Daxter, but he's just a rodent. Impossible. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I ended up playing Star Wars The Old Republic with Seville, but I was really fucking tired. For someone telling something about like, oh, you weren't that tired. I was so tired that when I went to my bed to go to sleep, I fucking I go to lie down in my bed. I have the light on because I'm gonna turn it off when I go take a leak. But when I get out of my bed, oh, hang on. So real quick, what makes Pinnacle of Combat canon? They flat out say that it's a orthodoxical sequel to DMC3. And actually, DMC's another story that's gonna go the way of League of Legends, where I guarantee you, if the DMC anime from Netflix does well, I guarantee you that it will end up being canon.
No, it won't, because the director's already stated that it's not following the story.
No. They said that for now. I'm saying that if it becomes really successful, since Itsuno's gone, Capcom will homogenize it into the lore. It's going to be like a soft reboot for the series.
I don't think so. I think that they're just going to treat it like the reboot, which is just another timeline.
We'll see. But I think it's going to depend on success. What's up, Jeremy? If they make another Castlevania game and it has the anime version of the characters, then I'm gonna be right, and then Devil's gonna fucking kill me for saying that.
Having the character models look like the anime version wouldn't really matter. It's whether or not the story follows it.
That's why I'm saying. No, even the anime models will, I think, have some impact, since apparently, according to Devil, there are several characters in the anime who look different. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, but yeah.
Did you? Oh, well, never mind. We've been given access to the power station. Head up there. I've got a distress call from the strip.
So this was made for the PSP. Do you know?
This was made to give me the shits.
No.
Me specifically.
No, bad Kyle, very bad Kyle. Oh, is the tech guy here?
No, there is no Vinny.
Was Vinny already working here in the second game before he got stuck into the machine in the third game, or am I tripping?
Yes!
I
This was his job.
okay, relax, Kyle. So it's an honest question. Relax. No need to crucify me over it. You guys hear just the pure hatred in Kyle's voice when I didn't like understand that right away. Oh yeah, I saw that one video you sent with the hype music. It was actually pretty good.
You fucking damn right it is.
So was that for their original like sort of rematch back in the day, or was that like a more recent thing?
No, that was for WrestleMania 19. That's the match where The Rock retires Stone Cold.
Oh, he actually beats him finally?
Yes.
I've never okay, I understand that's that's common knowledge, but I know next to fuck all about wrestling.
It's literally pop call. It's literally like pop knowledge that most people who even don't watch wrestling know.
Sure they do. Sure they do. Okay, so I got the Jack and Daxter guidebook. It arrived later than I expected, but the problem is that it was the wrong Jack and Daxter guidebook. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did they false advertise?
What do you mean? What do you mean it's the wrong one? How does that work? Was it the wrong game?
Oh yeah, and you can finish the Rin deck, so actually now all the deck development is done. Now I just gotta print them out, play test them, and then it should be good to go to show off to random strangers. Let's go. Hope for a future. Yay. It wasn't a scam, it's still an official guidebook, it's just that I didn't have the eco multiplier. Okay, so how did you order the wrong guidebook?
Yeah, I hate to tell you this, but like, I guarantee you, if any of them are gonna say that eco has a multiplier, it would be 1. Like 2's not gonna give you a fucking multiplier, and I guarantee you 3's not gonna give you a multiplier.
Fuck. I'm trying to get the same guidebook Roaring Thunder Pursuit has in his Jack video. Doesn't he list?
That's the Japanese one, and I've even told him when we had the debate, which again the one that I was. He's a nice guy, but that was kind of like an ambush debate because I thought we were going to discuss it, not have an actual debate that night. I wish that was the case, so I wasn't drinking. But that's not making the excuse. That's just to give you context that like when he brought that up, I basically said to him like, "Why are you assuming that these numbers are multipliers?" He's like, "Well, what else would they be?" I said, "They're page numbers." If somebody gets the Japanese guidebook and like translates it and officially tells me that I'm wrong, hey, fucking good for me. But I just find it weird that he had the actual like Japanese lettering and he didn't even bother to try and like translate it to see whether it was an actual multiplier or not.
What was Roaring Thunder Pursuit's last video? I don't know. I don't personally watch him. If that's Kyle does, that's Kyle's choice. I mean, don't get me wrong, he never seemed like a bad guy, even back in the day. I always...
Well, no, it's just that like that discussion and that debate happened all due to the fact of a massive communication where it was just like, because when I told him the reason why we went so hard, and he's just like, I thought it was obvious that this wasn't my actual take. I was just doing like the highest end interpretation I could. And it's just like, no, maybe like leave with that. If we knew that, we wouldn't have gone anywhere near as hard. We still would have given you a little bit of grief, but not anywhere near as bad, because we thought that was what you actually believed in. We thought you were off your fucking rocker.
I can't help but wonder how much of what he told you was actually true, as in like he was genuinely just fucking around, or if he just said that when he started talking to you to make himself look better. Like obviously, you know, we'll never know for sure, but like, I don't know. Very convenient. He recently made a Halloween video about why Ghostface was an imposter Among Us and not even close. The fuck? Is that what the boy does nowadays? I mean, it's not... I mean, to be fair, it's not the worst.
Well, I hate how people word that now, because that's the new clickbaity way of saying, like, this is the versus match. But unlike me, where I'll actually, like, yeah, it'll lead down that path, but I'll still frame it as a versus match. I'm not going to frame it in a way where I'm going to make it sound like, oh, this is going to be such a colossal ass whooping.
I guess just versus matchup doesn't get enough fucking clicks anymore. Alright, and here's him. Yeah, made that test so you can see how I would tackle the mirror mechanic. Also, you referred to have a special card back for starter leader cards. No. Well, what I mean is, every leader deck is supposed to have like a card back for that leader. But since Rin's more likely going to be an all-region leader, I was thinking we should probably just do a generic all-region card back, probably with like the girl on the back for the all-region leader decks. Maybe have some silhouettes in the background of her. Imagine seeing bees that big in real life. I'll fucking square up. If a bee's that big, it's probably not that fast. I'll square the fuck up. But if it fucking hits me,
I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, Dax is practically maybe slightly bigger than an actual weasel. So that'd be, well, big. There are bigger insects.
You tell me there are bigger insects in real life in comparison to that?
Yeah. Do you not know about the giant African cockroach?
The giant what?
African cockroach.
Can't say I'm familiar.
Yeah, it also hisses at you.
Oh, so it's just like you.
No, I don't hiss.
No, why you don't hiss? Yeah, check. Kyle doesn't hiss. He also recently made a live stream reaction to a few death battles like Donkey Kong vs. Knuckles and Iron Man vs. Bardock. That's good. But yeah, Newhin, that's all I was saying for the leader backs. Or the leader deck backs. Because yeah, if we're going to have multiple all-region leaders, I mean, I guess we could do it uniquely for each one, but I don't know. No, we could. It's just the White Emporium. The White Emporium doesn't really need one, I guess, since technically, like, most of those cards are flip anyways. Ren would have one, but... In Australia, you can hear a spider eating while you are trying to sleep. Is that true?
No.
He hesitated there.
Never said it all.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to design 2 more leader deck cards. Yeah, sounds cool, lad. We can do that too if you just want to. Remember, we do not shuffle leader deck, so you can set the cards on any order. Is that what we decided for the leader deck? You remind me. Now that we're done with sort of the base decks for now, since you got your decks done and I've got the ones I wanted to get started out with done, we gotta sit down and do a design doc or an official rule sheet, and we gotta be on the same page about things. Because I've been shuffling the leader deck. We gotta be on the same page about this. Official rule sheet. Whenever you end up having some free time in the future and you're just chilling out. Doesn't have to be a big deal as long as the cards, work properly. We can fine-tune the rest later, but yeah, we really should sit down and work on that. Because I think we have different opinions on how some of this shit works. Actually, you guys have giant spiders, right? You guys like those giant fucking African spiders that just fly across the area?
The giant African spiders that fly across the land.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna correct myself.
You do realize basically all spiderlings fly, right? And it's kind of a pseudo fly. They basically catch the wind with their webs like a parachute.
Well. I didn't.
Yeah, you have those even in America. So
we do not.
In fact,
we do not have giant
yeah, you
spiders
do.
in America.
No, you have spiders that fly. Your lack of knowledge is remarkably painful.
Nope. We just don't have spiders that fly. I've seen spiders that jump. So if, if there are spiders that fly, they're not in California.
Well, yeah, they are. You just don't notice them. You know why? Because they're usually fucking spiderlings.
Okay, so then
because they have to be light enough to throw their web into the air and be carried off by the wind.
So we don't have them, understood.
No, you do have them at a certain stage of their life.
Okay, so it's not spiders that fly then. It's just that baby spiders are so light they can glide across the air then.
Yes.
Like a gazelle.
No, like a parachute. Gazelles don't glide.
Also contact me when you send the money whenever you want me to do those cards for Alexander and the Reaper deck. I can charge you those too, and I'll make them this coming week. Okay, so because I have bills to pay, we'll probably have to wait till a little later into the month to do those, or at least for me to pay you for those. I can pay you the current amount tomorrow, ideally, but I will not be able to pay for too much else right now because I got bills to pay. Yeah, going to San Diego made me lose about 3 to 4 days of work, which really strapped my budget for this week. Not to mention it, why a versus battle isn't even close to a shameless trend when even Danko has jumped in on that bandwagon. Do you know that when bees sting you, they lose their stinger and then they die? Yeah, I think that's something to do with their organs being connected to it.
So technically, when a bee stings you, it's basically ripping out all of its organs with it, which is the weird thing about bees, because when wasps do it, they don't, or ants.
If there is, oh, I'm sorry, or what? I thought ants bite you with their fucking pincers in the front. Yeah,
they can, and some of them also have stingers. There are some that will bite you and then spray acid.
Are those the super fucking dangerous red South American ants or whatever that have stingers?
No. You have a variety of species that have them.
They're not big stingers, are they? They're kind of they would look like normal.
No stinger is big. It just fucking hurts. It's not the stinger that hurts you, it's the venom that comes out of the stinger that fucking hurts people.
Yeah, we should try and decide on that whenever we can. As far as I talked to you about last time, we decided to not shuffle it, so it helps players develop counter strategies to not get messed up.
Still about to stand there and tell me he didn't know that fucking ants have venom.
No, I actually knew that one. I know you're shocked, but without that one, I actually was privy to.
I don't believe you.
Wow, no faith in me. And here I am, having all the faith in the world in you.
When?
Always. When have I not had faith in you? I always knew you'll come through.
Bro.
What is it, Kyle? Speak your woes to me.
Couldn't get support from you. Couldn't get support from you if I tried.
All I do is support him.
Crystals. You have no idea how much those Haven City suckers are paying for this stuff. Off you go then.
Chat, I want to be clear as fuck that Kyle gets nothing but support from me, and he doesn't appreciate it. Yeah, B's original kamikaze, zero issues, we can do that. Yeah.
Now you need to go finish the job in Breezy Valley.
Because what's going to end up happening is I have to give the Reaper deck a board wipe because there's no fucking reason it shouldn't have a board wipe in its leader deck. And I gotta replace the Shadows card in Alexander's deck, which I probably won't end up replacing it. I'll probably just change its effects. Maybe get new artwork to represent the new effects. Oh, that's cool. There's a little cavern down there. Don't get locked out just by going down. Where the hell's the guy? Oh, you're going to sleep? Yeah, I just love how Jack is out there right now waiting for his good friend to help him out. Are there gonna be nothing but movie references in these dream sequences?
Oh, it's another timing one.
Man, you are... Oh, you are rough. Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you seen the new Bleach episode, or are you waiting until it all comes out to watch it?
I'm waiting until it all comes out so I can watch it all at once. I hate waiting weekly for shit. I'd rather just binge.
That's fair. Yeah, beyond that, anyway. Oh no! Actually, no. I do have to make a level 3 for Riku. Actually, yeah, in case he plays against an almighty leader, or give Riku something to work with for that situation. Let me write that down. Actually. Still, it's been almost a year, I think, of development for this card game, and I think we made some pretty solid progress. Got most of the rules down, several cards and decks to test out. Not bad, not bad. So, fun fact, William Wallace, when he dies in the movie, actually gets, like, disemboweled, and it's a super painful, horrible death, because anytime you rebelled against the nobility, they would, tear you fucking apart.
Yes, and also, unlike the movie, he was a super bad dude.
Was he? Or,
Yeah.
I'll say, are you just saying that for your, from your roots? Actually, no. What is it? What are your guys' fucking thoughts about shit like that? Actually, like on a cultural level, you guys.
I'm not Scottish.
I know. But
And what do you mean?
but
What's my
you're-
opinion on William Wallace?
You're Australian though, and you seem to have weird opinions all the time. So like I'm not sure if like the people of Australia have opinions on like Scottish.
He's not our fucking folk hero. He's not our criminal.
Sanel G. Oh, you got a new profile picture. How you been, Sanel? Hope you're doing well. Well, we absolutely can. I have it in the notes. Let's just make sure we have to have this bad boy ready as soon as possible so you can test it away and see how it performs. Yeah. So the manager deck is already on the sim. I think Seville said we can do probably like about like 4 more decks before it causes problems. If you want, we can talk about it tomorrow. If you're free tomorrow, we can work out all those kinks then.
How do I fucking stop the mission? What the fuck?
You soft lock? Nah, new account. Old one got banned. Sanel, what sort of shenanigans have you been up to since you last spoke to us? So now you're causing problems for the old YouTube. But yeah, I think after that though, everything's good to go for just the starter decks. Then I'll get playtesting, get feedback, and then once we get feedback, I can start looking into like copyright stuff and that nature. Are you soft locked? Say, what would you guys recommend to backing up files from the hard drive of your last PC? Just take it to Best Buy. Best Buy's a good place, but I'm pretty sure you can manage to do it. I don't know why I got banned. I think I uploaded my college dance video without muting copyright music. I think that's why. You would get a warning. I don't think you get flat out banned for that. Usually the video gets taken down. You want to know what probably happened? They probably thought you were a bot. That's probably what happened. You were probably considered a bot or flagged as a bot for some reason. But yeah, I recommend taking it Best Buy to get professionals to take a look at it. Bots are just AI programs that run certain accounts. They're not too crazy to make, but I myself don't know how to make them. Yeah, Newhan. If you want, just write the text for the other cards for now, and we can worry about.
Speak to me, you old fucker.
And see, this is why he's talking to you. And then we can sort of work on that later on, like tomorrow or something. So that way it doesn't That way we don't have to worry about confusions, and then we can work out how it's supposed to work. So Kyle got soft locked into the game, which means that
there's no way I'm going to be soft locked into a game that's shorter than 4 fucking hours.
I think you just did, which means I'm assuming we're not going to start over again.
Eat my ass, I'm not starting over again.
So, did you try to reload? You want to quit the game and reload it, or did you already do that?
No, I've already done that. I'm gonna look up a walkthrough to see if I have to trigger something else beforehand.
No, I think you just got soft locked. Bro, I spent 2 hours finding your channel. I tried Kratos vs. Dante battle swap, failed. Oh, it's called protagonist swap. Fista North Star reviews failed. I finally remember the video UI versus Muso Tensei, and I got it. Why is that the one that popped up? That's not even my video. I was watching someone else's. I don't think I made a video on that specifically. That's so weird. Does soft and wet go beyond transcend time and gravity? This is gonna be a Kyle question because I have not read part 8. Kyle, go.
It does things, so I'm not quite sure.
Let's try another game. Honestly, if he can't fix it, yeah, we're gonna have to play something else. I know Kyle's devastated with this revelation. He was so excited showing you guys Jack and Daxter. Because I made a mistake typing Zimatorn instead of Zimatron. I am Zimatorn. So, you typed in Zimatron instead. Maybe you should name protagonist swap videos better. They're too vague. Is that a complaint I'm hearing?
Are you fucking kidding me?
What happened?
No, nothing. The game's not soft locked. The game's just fucked in the face.
Okay, so what's the problem?
How about telling me? How about instead of showing the old man's face like I'm expecting a cutscene when I come in, how about just tell me to go to the fucking waveboard and go back out into the wild so I can hunt down more dark eco creatures? You fucking love this game. Where is Sparta? I want to hear Sparta tell me, oh, this game is peak, this game is peak, this game is fucking dog shit, this game is shit out of an ass, this is terrible. And he has the hide to tell me that this is better than the Lost Frontier. Fucking bullshit it is.
My protagonist swap videos are all aptly named, Red Dusk. I am offended. So if I announced I predicted Trump's assassination, man, Rocky is a time traveler? Bruh. So now, make sure to take a screenshot of one of my videos. So that way you can find me next time if this happens again.
Oh yeah, well, what's going on with that? Is he going to be in prison?
No. Because earlier this year, the Supreme Court said you can't try an active president for crimes they may have committed during their presidency. Which, as you can imagine, is not exactly a good thing. This is one of those cases. I told Mangler about this because I've talked to Mangler about shit like this before.
I would be the biggest fucking scumbag.
So what would change?
I'd be having a lot more junk food. I'm not asking for the nuggets from McDonald's. I'm telling you I'm having them all.
Listen. All I'm going to say is that me and Bill Clinton will be on the same page about what we'd be using the White House for. All I'm saying. I felt another November in 2 seconds. I mean, it is true.
What are you going to make sure to confiscate a dress?
Confiscate a dress? You know what? Yeah, I forgot. That's all Bill Clinton ever did. You're right. Because Bill. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bill Clinton never did anything wrong. I'm gonna keep it a buck here. I know it's a bit of a controversial opinion. Realistically speaking, he did nothing wrong. Yes, President Abe Lincoln was actually a fucking he was effectively a tyrant. Actually, one of the funniest things about presidents is when you find that out, because everyone loves Abe Lincoln. And if you ever tell anyone that Abe Lincoln was basically a fucking tyrant, they will not take that kindly.
Because he was a vampire. It's because he was a vampire slayer.
You know what? You're right. I forgot. He did his country such a great.
I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. I think people forget how sweet that fucking movie was.
It was actually a good movie. I never watched it. So do you have to do this after every main quest?
I fucking hope not.
Where's Sparta at? Did Sparta just see Daxter and decide to run away? Is that what happened?
Do you remember all the time he's just like, oh, I can't wait to get to Daxter, and you're proven to be wrong, that it's a superior game in every way. It's like, dude, this is shit out of an ass. This is terrible.
I haven't seen him since. Bill Clinton at Epstein's Island, and Hillary Clinton should be in jail because of political support. She escaped, but karma bitched her in the 2016 election.
You know that your current president was also on that list, right?
Oh. I was reading someone else's comment. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, actually, hold on. Actually, you're technically wrong. Cause
It's good to start them young. Start them young. It's good.
No, you're actually wrong. Cause the current president was not on that list. Because he's not the current president yet.
Thanks, you fucking old shit.
When she turns.
Oh, I hate I have to sniff this thing's absolute asshole for it to touch.
Bruh. But yeah, no. Definitely a weird year for presidents. Although from what I've seen, and we try not to get too political on this channel. But from what I've seen of what he said, no, I have to tell you this because you'll get a fucking kick out of this one. So, there's a guy doing an interview. I don't know what the interview's for, but I think he's on Trump's like immigration policy stat.
Oh, eat my ass, you fucking dick.
Okay, whatever. So, fucking, the interviewer's like, is there any way you can deport people and keep families together? What do you think he says?
Deport them all together.
Yeah, he literally tells them, oh, well, of course we can. We can deport the whole family. And I fucking heard that at work and I just broke down laughing like, what the fuck?
Is it wrong that I'm laughing? Because it's just like, that'd be my answer if somebody was to ask me.
Well, it's like, he's not wrong, but what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, because you know the thing that they wanted him to say was they could all just stay together in America.
Yeah. No, I'm just, they're like, fuck me, bro. Fucking, bro, how is that chair holding those balls of steel? Sorry, Chad. I just thought that was funny. I just thought that was fucking hilarious.
Oh, the next 4 years are gonna be fucking carnage, and it's gonna be so funny.
Unironically, if Trump, so Trump made tweet. I've been watching Trump's Twitter videos for what he said he would do when he becomes president. If Trump does half of the shit he said, it's gonna be a fucking crazy 4 years. Now, Trump's
Why?
So for starters, he flat out said he would get the U.S. military to take care of the cartels in Mexico.
Or some female hygiene product we men
What? He's going to invade a neighboring country.
No, he's gonna set up a Navy blockade and he's gonna try and get Mexico. Is that Jack?
That's it! Hang on, buddy!
He does
Daxter,
realize
you
that, like,
fucking
America.
asshole!
Talk to you later.
He does realize that, like, the CIA won't let that happen because they benefit far too much from the cartels.
I don't know, honestly. It depends, because every fucking...
No,
every
they do. They do, because
No, every group I
if
listen to...
they wanted to crush crime, they could. They just don't. It's far too profitable for both countries, and both countries need like that export. It's why they're willing to give up some cartel leaders who are getting too big, but people who don't stick their neck out, they won't even attempt.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I feel like there are certain points where you're just better off...
No, I
than-
saw an interview with a former like cartel leader, and that's what he basically said that they were doing, not just in what was it? It's another fucking it's another fucking shithole.
I'm not disputing the idea that the CIA and those groups find them useful, but every group like that can outlive its usefulness. They don't make
Not
that
if,
much
not
money.
if you're not if you're so integral to like the country.
Depends. Because it's only a matter of time for people to get tired of them. Takes one populist leader to make people realize something's up there. And the CIA's been known to throw down good assets before.
The CIA have also been known to do really shady shit because they can and because it benefits America.
Yeah. No. I'm not disputing the idea that the cartels are only functioning the way they are because the CIA and shit lets them. I'm not disputing that they're not, like, useful fucking pawns to our organizations. I'm just saying, I don't think that would.
I am
make them
chasing. I am chasing this prison convoy on a fucking Vespa. What is this fucking game?
Yes. I'm just saying that I don't think they would. I don't think, given the right circumstances, they would be so valuable that the CIA would have just let them get terminated, or if not terminated, massively restricted. Although Trump did say that he would implement the death penalty for anyone convicted of the crime of human trafficking or drug smuggling. Which.
What's he planning on doing?
So, according to Trump, that if he gets into office, he will make it to where anyone convicted of human trafficking or drug smuggling across the border would get the death penalty.
Can't be enforced.
The fuck do you mean?
It's a good thing. Can't be enforced.
According to who?
That would come down to a Supreme Court or even a local court. That's not something the president can just click his fingers and now that's the new thing.
It actually can be done. Because, so for starters, the Supreme Court is handpicked by Trump from his last election. So they all agree with him. Number two.
Yeah. Okay, well let me ask you let me ask you a real question. Do you think he's going to enforce that? Because the president doesn't work autonomously. He will get a talking to from like the shadows on what he can and cannot implement.
Here's the
like
thing.
every other president.
Here's the thing. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't go through. Because again, you get to a point. This is where like I feel like you're kind of overestimating. Again, there are no behind the scenes. I'm not saying
it's like him saying he's going to deport all the illegals. It's like for him to do that, it's going to go. It has to be something that's going to go beyond his term. He's not going to be able to get rid of everyone in his term.
Oh yeah, I agree. Well, actually, that's debatable. Technically, there's not that many people.
No, it's not. There are millions.
Do you think it's hard to
of
millions
illegals?
Of people?
Yeah, because you have to find them first.
Acting like we don't already know where they're at. You know, most of them accept social welfare programs, right? Like that's why Californians fucking hate that. Where the fuck are you?
I have no fucking idea. I was chasing a prison convoy and now I'm doing this shit. This game is, fucking peak. As far as eyes.
Did we skip a whole fucking set of cutscenes?
It feels it, doesn't it? Are you kind of feeling why I'm really not digging this game? And why I took major offense when Spider said that this was better than, the Last Frontier?
Yeah, he can go fuck himself. All right, we'll chill.
Like even for his rush, like even for his rush as like the Lost Frontier is, even you can admit that's better than this dog shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You can.
Yeah, we'll chill out in chat. It's fine. Not the time for it. Maybe we'll do a little fucking podcast at some point. Get a Joe Rogan podcast going. Let's see. Anything that's not related to the president in chat? Yeah, Noon, sorry about that. I know your elections are kind of shit. Does D4C Love Train can summon other versions of him like Goku Black summons him from different times?
Love Train. Okay, so D4. So Dirty Deeds done Dirt Cheap. That's his base ability. Love Train is just misfortune redirection.
And also, I believe he already demonstrates in the manga that he
does
summon other versions of himself, right? During the train fight, I think?
Yeah, he does. That's how he survives all the lethal attacks. Like, it's even before that. It's when he's fighting Dio and Wikipepo. Because the entire fuck around of the arc where it's like, who shot Johnny, is literally just everyone shot Johnny because basically Funny Valentine brought different versions of these characters to that one universe to shoot Johnny.
Can I say that I think that arc in particular is probably one of the worst arcs in Part 7?
Really?
I did not like it. I felt the resolution sucked, and I felt that when everything was said and done, it wasn't satisfying. There was all those fucking hoops to go through, and it just was not a clean, satisfactory conclusion.
I don't think the hoops were the problem. I think the problem is that it made the power far. So once you understand how the power works, the arc is nowhere near as confusing as it's led to be, and I think that's the problem. Is that there are better ways he could have demonstrated how the power works. I know he wanted to do a little bit of a mindfuck with how the power worked, but there are better ways he could have gone about it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. D4C is probably more complicated than fucking Diavolo Stand to properly explain how it works.
I'm gonna be very honest with people. King Crimson is not that hard to explain. It was only ever hard to explain because the first English translation we ever got, which was a fan translation, was done horribly.
I'm actually not familiar with the first English translation.
All you need to know is that it does two things. It erases time, and it erases the cause from the effect, or is it the other way around?
It erases the effect from the cause.
Yeah, that's it, and that's why Requiem is its opposite.
So what is that purple water supposed to be? Probably like fucking tainted water.
Because isn't that the funny thing that people don't realize that like it has two abilities? Because people seem to forget like a lot of stands have like multiple abilities. It's not just one usually.
So King Crimson doesn't skip time. So what King Crimson does is it erases time.
It erases time.
So when
skip. So when people okay, let's get this settled right now. When people say it skips time, it's accurate, but it's also inaccurate. It's easier when people say it skips time. It makes it sound perception based, which is the reason why we fucking hate that. Erase time is what it says, and that's what it says in the manga, and that's what it says in all the games. It erases time.
Yes.
And depending on how you want to take visuals, it's also time and space, but that's up to you. The easiest way to understand how Diablo's power works is if you've ever edited a video, just use the cutting tool and then watch the video after you finish using the cutting tool. That's basically what King Crimson does. It just gets rid of the shit in the middle.
He's not wrong. King Crimson erases time. It does erase time. Inaccurate. What's inaccurate? How people talk about King Crimson?
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Gold Experience Requiem. Like people make it out like they try and make the stand out to be far harder to explain than what it actually is.
Yeah, but I think Requiem gets more of a pass though, because Requiem only has one showing and they have like one description to work off of if they just read the original manga.
Well, I think the shit thing is that that's the only description you get, even in the games. So I don't even think the games expand that much upon what Requiem does.
Yep. Which is why everyone fucking hates it.
No, and let's be very honest here. People are only, like, have this super hate boner for Requiem and how it works because people have blown it out of proportion of who it can and cannot, like, stop and beat.
Because can't beat Goku.
Actually, could it? No, I'm genuinely asking. I'm running through, like, the list of villains, and it's like, I don't think any of them have anything that would, like, counter causation.
So technically Requiem should be Goku.
You said you You were an exterminator, Daxter. Now get back in there and squash those bugs.
Kyle, do you leave the mission?
I have no idea.
YGR could stop Poochie's time acceleration? It could.
It basically did like I haven't read the book myself, but Mangler said that like in the George Joestar novel, it does, or it just doesn't like affect Giorno.
So it can stop it.
We should read fucking. We should read it, shouldn't we? At some point.
Yeah, at some point, bro. You know that. You know what? That could be a New Year's resolution. That's what that can be. Yeah. Also, hello, Jay. So Jordan's still in the said universe? He should be, technically. Don't know if he is, though. It's one of those cases to where I don't think they've ever actually fully confirmed it, but he should be. But everyone died, right? They died and they didn't.
So because Emporio didn't listen to Poochie and didn't let the
fucking loop conclude, I guess would be more
yeah,
accurate.
because the loop didn't conclude properly, he basically fucked the timeline. So now Jolene and all that, they are alive, but they're just not the same people.
Part 6 always
Which, depending on how you want to take like the situation, it's maybe for the better.
Part 6 has
But
the worst cop-out ending by far of all of the JoJo's.
Technically, Poochie is like the only villain that has technically won because he achieved what he wanted.
Yes and no. He got close. He was definitely the closest because he didn't get far enough.
He officially killed basically the entire cast.
Yes, but what he wanted to do was push mankind so far into their own existence that they would find inner peace because they would never be in a position where they would ever feel unrest, I guess is technically the right way of saying it.
I think it's know their fate.
Yes, because his whole Poochie's whole idea was that humanity causes these problems because humanity does not know their own fate. But if they know their fate, then the world will know peace.
Then he thinks that if humanity knows what's to come, then perhaps they can avoid it.
Yes. Or if they don't avoid it, they can accept it.
It's not a bad ideal. It's just shown and wrapped in a really like he's just got his morals in a different place. Because he's in the position of, this is what I want to achieve, and it doesn't matter who I'm willing to sacrifice to get this end goal.
Oh, when the villain wants to sacrifice people, it's bad, but when the hero does it, oh, it's okay. Of all the villains in JoJo's, Poochie is probably one of the ones where you're like, they could have just not fought him and everything would have worked out just fine.
Let's be very clear here. The only motivation that Jolene has to fight Poochie is the fact that he orchestrated her being in jail and fucked with her father. Other than that, she has... If she was just to naturally go to the Green Street Dolphin prison, she would have no reason to fight Poochie if he had no hand in, like, attacking her. Even if she was to get a stand while in prison, if he didn't have a hand in what's happened to her and Jotaro, she wouldn't give a shit.
Yes.
It's kind of a similar situation with like Johnny and Gyro, where it's like, if they didn't decide to go after the holy corpses, granted the first one was by accident, but even then they could have handed it over, then Funny Valentine would have no reason to go after them and send assassins.
Man, whatever you do, you have to face the consequences. This fucker Poochie didn't believe in that, so he wanted heaven plan. Man, that's bullshit. No, Poochie didn't care about accepting consequences. He just wanted mankind to find true peace and find enlightenment, or in his words, find heaven. And the way he thought he could do that was by letting mankind experience their lives over and over and over again, to the point where even if they don't remember, they won't be afraid and lose themselves in the future.
It's basically so the kind of villain that Poochie is he's the twisted savior. That's his archetype. He's someone where if you were to look at their goals, it's not a bad goal. In fact, you're damn well hoping that he succeeds. The problem is the method he goes about doing it.
Poochie did nothing wrong. That's all I'm hearing. Literally, he only kills sinners. He doesn't even, like, I think he does kill some normal people, but actually, does he?
Well, let's be very clear here. Weather Report kills more normal people than Poochie does.
Yeah, but Weather Report's a fucking psychopath, apparently, if I remember correctly, right?
Well, Weather Report's just an asshole because, again, he feels like he, I guess, can, because apparently, I guess, killing his girlfriend, turning him in, who happened to be his sister, that he just didn't know that, turned out to be an asshole. Like, the entire heavy rain arc is a bit of a clusterfuck to explain.
It's very simple. It's very simple. Poochie and Weather Report were swapped as kids, I believe.
No, Poochie was stolen from the ward.
Yes,
because the person that Poochie was raised under had a stillborn.
Yes, but Weather Report ended up taking his place, or they ended up
No,
switching.
no, they were twins, and Poochie was taken.
Okay, so you're claiming. Okay. And so how does that lead to dating his sister, though? I was under the impression that...
No, wait, was it Poochie or was it Weather Report who was taken?
I think Weather Report was the one that was taken. Because the reason Weather Report ended up dating his sister is because he never got raised with that family.
Right, and then Poochie finds out who Weather Report is, and he's just like, "Oh, let's not have that."
Let's
and
not worry
for
about
some
that.
reason, and for some reason, some dumb fucking reason, he decides to go to the Ku Klux Klan for help.
So, how one decision Jolene made Poochie couldn't see it in time acceleration to Jolene's fate, fuck Poochie's gravity? No. No, what fucked Poochie over was that Araki didn't have the fucking balls to make an ending where the villain actually won. There was no reason Poochie should have lost. Not a single fucking reason. JoJo's is good.
Like, I think everyone agrees that like Emporio should not have won, or even been the person to do the kill blow.
Yep.
Like, and this is kind of the problem that you find with all JoJo parts, is that Araki has a cool idea, but then he realizes he writes himself into a fucking corner. And so he always has the villain have a cop-out loss.
When Requiem puts in this echoing loop, like what it did with Diavolo, what's that ability exactly?
He's returning he returns all actions to the point of zero, to the point where they didn't happen. So what he's doing is he's basically making Diavolo almost die, but then just reversing the death. So he can never reach true death, and that's what he means when he says that he'll never reach the truth. Is that he's basically saying you'll never reach death, and that's all you'll want.
Yeah, because apparently they also fucking had to add the ability to fuck over a person's willpower when you fucking use it. GR will never not be a stupid fucking stand because it's the only stand in the series that like goes out of its way to have as many fucking powers that make no fucking sense as possible.
The problem doesn't even start with Requiem. The problem starts with just base gold experience. It has so Part 5 is an example of where he didn't know what he wanted the main character's ability to be, whether it was life creation, whether it was damage reflection, whether it was like I guess like pseudo healing, like perception manipulation. He didn't know what he wanted the main character's ability to be.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of something that like doesn't make sense later on, because he completely drops the perception and the damage reflection, like pretty much at the start of Part 5.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Bro,
Like Part 5 is good. That's always going to be the glaring issue, is that you can tell he doesn't know what he wants for Giorno.
true. Always been one of those silly moments when you think about it. Bro, if Josuke came in and made Crazy Diamond Requiem and fed Pucci's plan, he offs himself because of the family orders, it'd be fucking funny.
So the problem with Requiem is Requiem is going to be different for every stand, because it's based on what you want at that current time, what you deeply want at that current time. That's why Polnareff's like Silver Chariot Requiem was able to swap souls and basically make it so you could never reach Silver Chariot while it had the arrowhead, because he wanted to make it so no one would ever be able to touch the arrowhead.
I'm talking about the echoing part where Diavolo is repeating himself. That's just a visual effect to show that he can never achieve victory. It's not a specific power. It's just a visual effect to show.
Hey, little fella. Are you lost? I'll get us off this rusty boat. Don't worry, a little, thorax, or whatever it is. You know? I've always wanted my very own sidekick. From now on, I'll call you...
Kyle, what the fuck is this game?
Hick. I wonder if you're a boy or a girl. Let me see. So small, it's hard to tell. Hey! Did you just raise your leg? Ew! Bad Hick! Bad! From now on, only on the grass, okay? Yuck! Alright, let's get out of here.
I mean, I hate saying this, but like, this is the reason why like Daxter works in short bursts, not as a main character. Because that's all the game is just going to be that.
What do you mean, Kyle? It's the best.
Daxter's humor is good in short doses, not all at once.
Oh, didn't you hear Sparta? It's amazing.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Daxter even got his own sidekick, lol. He did.
This is minigame 1.
Apparently Kyle's struggling.
What the fuck?
What's wrong, Kyle?
Oh, I know. Fuck this double hand-eye coordination bullshit.
Kyle, it's not that hard.
Yeah, but you don't have bad eyes.
I don't know. Yeah, give
It's
it a few
purple
years.
on pink, and it's flashing at me.
Actually, speaking of which, I need to set up an appointment with a doctor, or just to get a checkup. So hopefully you guys are having a nice night. Hopefully you guys were not in the camp of people who are very scared after the election. I know we were talking about that a little earlier, but yeah.
Bro, fucking, this election has ruined my fucking Twitter feed. I used to get, my algorithm used to be nice. I got what I wanted, and now it's just like all I get is fucking Democrat supporters having fucking bitch fits. It's just like, dude, fuck off.
Actually, what is your did your Liberal Party like the idea of Trump won or no? Because your Liberal Party is different from what my Liberal Party is.
You mean Labour, the party that works for the workers? No, I don't know. As far as I'm aware, like our current Prime Minister basically said like congratulations, as you do for a formality. But other than that, I don't think that they're happy because your fucking president's basically going to send a let's just say that the environment's going to be pretty fucked under your government because they don't care about that. They care more about profits than actually like securing.
I can't deny that. So the part Trish says the arrows for Giorno, what does it mean? It means now that Giorno has Requiem, no one will ever be able to take the arrow from him because no one else would be able to beat Requiem theoretically. This is where I think Novel Cars is kind of a really fucking silly character and concept. But I think so did Iraqi because we never really hear about it ever.
Hello?
Oh, whenever people try and say like, "Oh, well, George Joestar's not canon," it's like it's got illustrations by Iraqi. It's a JoJo novel. It's an official JoJo novel. It is canon, just not in the way you think it is. Like JoJo's canon is weird. It's not straightforward.
Just watch your cone of fire and keep the kill zone in front of you. It depletes your fuel, so use it carefully. And don't forget to clean the back.
Yeah, I got it. Just point and shoot. Sweet.
I will say, I didn't notice this at the time until you replayed the games, but most of the girls in this game
Why I do you favors like this?
are wearing fucking pants, but you can see their fucking thongs.
Yeah, I know it's good, eh? What? Do you want me to lie about that?
No. I don't. Because I wouldn't want you to lie about anything, Kyle, because then I wouldn't want to be accused of censorship. I just think that I found their target audience, the unwholesome crowd. Zim saying you something, finally give me that Zed leader card, lol. Two, never forget Poochie's plan was halfway from what the anime told us. So there was still one more step to completion. The step to completion was to just finish the loop.
That's all he needed to do was finish the loop. That's why he basically begged Emporio, let me finish the loop, and then you can kill me if you want.
And then Emporio just had to go and be unreasonable. Three, what do you guys think about Milu, dude? Milu? Who is that?
Whoa! Fuck.
Milu, Argentina's current president. Hello, Aviator. I'm sorry, Newman. I haven't seen too much about Argentina's current president. I'm American. Actually, but Kyle might have. He keeps up worldly news.
I know nothing about Argentina.
Never mind. Mr. fucking Worldwide apparently doesn't know anything about Argentina.
I'm not bald and 5 feet tall.
No, but you wish you were. So that way you could have all his money and freedom.
I thought you fucking told me I wish I was bald and 5 feet tall. It's like, no. You cruel bastard! How dare you wish that upon me?
I would never wish that upon you, Kyle.
Fucking
Yeah,
out of the two of us, you're fucking on your way to becoming bald quicker than I am. I've got a fucking mane, you've got fucking
you
wisps.
don't have hair. You cut your hair so short it looks like a buzz cut. Also, hello, Aviator. Well, Aviator might be another deck coming to the sim soon, so we can test it out. So, we'll see on that one. Let me see what Newhan did here.
How the fuck? Oh. There we go.
Not bad, not bad. Oh, is that the reference? I like that reference, Newhan. You put more thought into the cards than I did. I like that. Newhan's like, oh, the name for this card is a reference to this, and I'm like, ah, excellent. So I watched British JJK yesterday, and not gonna lie, the only thing it has going, can cards beat stand users, and its Devo's ability is to erase or skip time, erase time. And can cards beat stand users? The novel claims yes.
The novel claims that he can just fucking straight up steal your stand. Which is like,
Really fucking
okay.
stupid.
There's a massive reason why the entire like versus community it doesn't even want to fucking like acknowledge novel cards.
Novel cards just doesn't fucking make sense in general. It also ruins a lot of the lore of JoJo's if you agree with it.
Well, there's one thing about it that like you can't really ignore because it ties into part 7, which is the fact that like Dio with the passion fucking is the Holy Corpse.
You basically find out that the only guy in the multiverse who can give cards trouble is fucking Dio, basically. And by the end of it, Dio's so done with cards that he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna dip.
You basically find out that like that both can fight each other to a standstill, and it's because both can't really kill each other.
Yeah, because Dio, I think it's like halfway through or with another cars, Dio ends up devouring them, and by doing that, he effectively becomes an ultimate life form. So Cars is stuck finding another person of himself. So technically,
yeah, and I think if I remember what Mangler told me, they basically said something equivalent of like, it's a fight that will never end.
Yeah, and Dio's just like, I'm just done with Joestars, and just leaves.
From what, and this is all from like memory of what Mangler told me like months ago. He's basically just like, I've had enough of this, Dio, away!
Yeah. Base, really.
Look, if there's ever a situation where it's like, I don't know how to end this story, so the fight's just ending, that's it.
Dio has awayed himself. So I watched a bit of JJK yesterday, and not gonna lie, the only thing it has going for it is the animation, Sukuna, and the power system. Everyone else is whack, or everything else is whack. The power system falls apart later on.
That was just some shit.
Animation's good.
I mean, it's a modern anime. It should be fucking good. I'm gonna say this right now. That's not really a sticking point anymore for me when people are just like, "Oh, the animation's good." It's like, yeah, but it's an anime made in the 2020s. It should be good. That's a prerequisite nowadays.
I think you can understand not every anime that comes out is good in its animation. I think you understand that.
No. Maybe it's because I don't really like give much of a shit about like animation as long as like the story and shit's good.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Apparently as long as the story and shit is good. So what happened to Kira? Is he dead or transported in our universe without his stand? He's just a ghost without his stand.
He basically becomes a ghost in Dead Man's Quest, where he's basically a ghost investigator.
So Curious Fate actually wasn't all that bad by the end of it. He basically just got a new job.
Yeah, they basically just made it so he's a spirit detective, where he gets to repent for his like previous crimes after regaining his memory.
Definitely one of the weirder transitions for a character to end up where they ended up after the events of the story. For the record, with the process, I mean the names. Don't get me wrong, the anime should pretty fire, but if you say that JJK has a way better story than Naruto, I'd actually backhand smack you.
Oh no, it doesn't. Fucking the story gets fucking. So I always thought that the series was okay, and then it got to a point where it's just like, this is like one of the worst things I've ever fucking read. This is terrible. I'm not because you're going through the series. I won't tell you when, because I'm not sure how much of the story you know. But there's a point where everyone was just hopping off the train because they're just like, this isn't even a sinking ship. The ship is gone, and we're now been abandoned.
Could have been good. But
No, I'm still, and now I'm absolutely confident in saying that like, Chainsaw Man is just Jujutsu Kaisen but good.
Oh, so you're taking off. So Newhan, have yourself a nice night. I'll talk to him tomorrow about how Rin's deck was gonna work. It's tough going from a Psycho to Ghost Detector. What was that? Huh?
No, I'm just having flashbacks to when we were talking about the final chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, how it's just like, wow, that was fucking terrible,
So,
and Gege is going to super mega hell.
So I'm actually curious if JJK's ending is so bad that it'll lose its cultural relevancy the way Game of Thrones did.
No, because that's not going to happen until the anime reaches it.
True.
Because remember, there's an entire fandom of anime-only watchers who will only keep up with the story once it's animated.
The based ones. Oh, it's gonna be fucking great.
Oh, I can already tell you what fucking fight. I can already tell you what fight's going to be extended, and it's going to be fucking a shit show when they do it.
Nah, it's gonna be plenty. There's gonna be plenty of fights that are gonna be extended. I'm just curious now that Bleach has set this new precedent for adding new shit through the anime, if we're gonna get the actual fight between the characters during the final fight. You know, the fight that we didn't see.
Unless it's stated by the author or the animation studio that this is the intended way it's supposed to be viewed, then it wouldn't matter if they added or not. It wouldn't be canon.
If the author ever sees it, I'm gonna say it's fucking canon.
No, unless he says that it's the intended method.
It's the official adaptation of the material.
No, because then if you're going to go by that route, then every anime filler is canon.
Yes and
Yes. Yes, because
No.
there are some animes that will literally feed into the filler during a canon. I'll give you an example. The way that you would see it, you would absolutely say that One Piece's first filler arc with the dragon story would be canon, because that feeds directly into it from the anime.
no. Yeah, except One Piece is getting a new anime to fix up the original one. And
I'm saying that you would say by all rights that you would accept that being canon, not the new one coming out, the first filler arc.
No, I'm telling you that anything the anime goes over that is part of the original source material should be taken as valid. New additions or new fights or scenes in that fight, unless otherwise fucking proven, I have no issue using.
No,
Yeah, I know, because you're a fucking hard ass about this.
because I'm fucking right.
No, you're fucking not. This is the only fucking like area where people would actually argue the official adaptation of work is not valid. Hang on. Yeah, do this real fast. Fun fact, do you know Funny Valentine Stan was the only final villain Stan that doesn't have any kind of time powers until Wonder of You came along?
Which one?
Oh, fun data. D4C doesn't have time manipulated or time powers apparently, which is it would be the only villain stand that doesn't until the events of Part 8.
That's technically true. Well, it doesn't have direct time manipulation. It kind of depends on how you want to take like parallel worlds.
Funny Valentine controls time and space to hop into different realms. Depends. Possibly yes, possibly no. It's gonna depend on how you want to interpret the multiple dimensions. Both D4C and Wonder if you don't have time powers. I don't know, bro. Fucking, are you sure D4C, or are you sure Wonder if you doesn't have time powers? I don't know. Apparently that Calamity shit's very silly.
What the fuck am I supposed to be doing?
Alright, Kyle's lost once again.
Oh, we're all good.
D4C directs misfortune, which directs karma, aka calamity or negative luck.
No, that's love. That's Love Train.
Yeah, that would be Love Train. That would not be D4C.
Again, like it's being a pedantic ass, but you kind of have to be when you talk about like stuff like that. It's like saying that like Killer Queen can reverse time. It's like bites the dust can. Killer Queen bites the dust can.
Bruh. And also, by the way, I think the flashbacks are like the most overused shit in anime to the point where it becomes unbearable, especially when the character's about to die anyway, so who gives a fuck? Saw a lot of that in JJK. That's because JJK, when it was written, they didn't plot out their story effectively because I believe it was a weekly manga.
Well, that's not even the problem. The problem is that Gege doesn't know how to fucking pace himself to save his life. Like, this is the problem, like, whether you're watching it in the anime or reading the manga, this is always going to be a constant problem. Where it's either too fast or it's going way too slow.
Hey, wait. You know Bog. You're too furry for Metal Ugly. Hey.
I know this might sound racist, but is that the same one you meet in the Part 2 game?
Yeah.
No.
Lug squisher, you big lug. Now,
Same voice actor, though.
Oh, so sorry, little orangey pal. Me, Bruder. Me on fish cannery. But me nasty...
Man, his voice sounds really fucking tired on this one. Like, his throat
well,
sounds
that's what I'm
sore.
here for. You can thank me now.
Ah, yes. Thanks I give for you help. But me main storage area is where most nasty bugs sneak. You protect them. You squish them all.
JJK is half Naruto, half Bleach. Yeah, and it could have been better than both, but the author fucking dropped the ball.
This place wouldn't already do the trick.
think JJK will be one of those series when the anime fans look back, they'll just ask like, fucking, how this could have happened.
I think it's going to be one of those series that people are going to look in retrospect, and it's going to be one of those prime cases where they'll look at it and be like, this is how you don't fucking kill a hot winning series. Because let's call it what it is, like, it was ended spitefully.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gege had all the time in the universe, and he fucked the ending up so colossally. He pissed off people so badly that there's a fan manga coming out that's going over, I think, the last 2 arcs to try and fix all of his mistakes. And that's not like drawing, I mean like story. They're going to change the story.
All you have to do is just make Gojo win and it solves all the problems.
No, it goes further than that. You have to go back during like the culling games.
Kyle, the whole final arc was the Culling Games.
No, it wasn't.
And that's why you got.
I'm genuinely asking. Did you think the last arc was just all the culling games?
Aren't they still in the games when fucking Gojo
No.
was in the fight?
No, the game ended.
Suspicious. Then why didn't the merger happen? I thought the whole point of the Culling game was to get the merger to happen.
Because Gege is a fucking terrible hack writer.
Uh-huh. Oddly suspicious, Kyle. So you expect me to believe that Gege is a bad writer? So bad that he forgot everything?
No, I just think he set up a lot of stuff that he realized, hey, I don't actually want to touch upon this. Hey, I set up fights that I don't actually want to fucking write.
Chat, can I get an exit out here, chat? And I said Wonder Review directs Karma's Calamity to its opponents. You cannot pursue it. The Calamity starts. That's why it's broken and go beyond Transcendence. Calamity, it's outside of the world, and fuck the Wonder Review. Okay, so regarding Love Train beating Wonder Review,
I think that one's way more up in the air than people like to give it credit for.
I don't know, because technically
you
can beat Love Train.
You can, but it was only due to the spin being able, like the perfect rotation being able to like bypass its effect.
Oh, and you think it's one of those cases where it wouldn't be able to replicate it?
Well, the problem is that you have a statement from Araki saying that Wonder Review is the strongest, either the strongest stand at that point in that point of the series, or the strongest enemy stand in that point in the series.
I'm gonna keep it a buck here. I don't want to pull the author argument, but like he is the last guy I would trust to tell me about his series. I've read and own his official guide. I have his official novel about how to write manga because I was curious to see what it would say and like what his like actual like tips are. And that man does not remember his story as well as like he actually, I don't even think as he portrays, because I don't think he ever actually talks about his old lore too often. Let's just say he's been doing it so long that he definitely does not remember everything. I like how those grunts you find in the Precursor Legacy became way more civilized and friendly in the future. Yeah, because that's what those guys are, right? They're the original like enemies you fight in the first game. They just evolved over time.
The lurkers, yeah.
It's always nice when games do that. November Rain is going to control gravity, fate, parallel worlds, calamity, and misfortune because its 3 legs going to do something with all those powers. Is Part 9 already started?
Yeah, part 9 started. I when it comes to like JoJo manga, I'm doing the same thing as like when it comes to anime. I'm waiting for at least enough of it to come out, so I can like binge enough of it, and also I'm kind of waiting for the colored version to come out.
You fucking pansy.
No, fuck you. The colored version's way easier to read.
No, fuck you. It's not that big of a fucking deal.
Bro, I've read all of the other ones in black and white. I finished part 8 in black and white before the color came out. It's so fucking hard to read. You need it to be colored so you understand what the fuck is going
How bad
on.
are your fucking eyes? How do you spend all your time in the fucking sunlight, not on a fucking computer, and I have better fucking eyes than you? Oh, you're not gonna answer the question. You're just gonna move on. We're not even gonna touch on that. I see.
No, because your fucking statement is so laced in ignorance that it's not fucking funny.
How? By all accounts,
Sunlight is fucking terrible for eyes.
You wanna know what else is terrible for eyes, Kyle? And worse than sunlight? The blue lights off TVs and fucking computers.
No, not as bad as in the fucking. Not as bad as being in the sun where you need to hedge, and sometimes you have to look directly at the fucking sun so you can get your job done.
Why the fuck do you have to look directly at the fucking sun?
Because sometimes that's where a hedge. Because sometimes that's where a hedge is, and that's your fucking job. You need to get it cut.
Are you not provided fucking safety guard? No, you're not, because you guys, Australia has some of the stupidest fucking labor laws.
I have them, but the problem is that you still have to look at the fucking sun, and it's still massively bright.
Get better sunglasses then. Have them pay for better.
That's not how that works.
Kind of is, because you could have way stronger sunglasses to block out the. You can't block it out completely, but you can definitely mitigate a lot of it. But even then, that's not consistent. Really. So my consistent exposure to blue fucking light, along with a really bad diet, should mean that I should have worse eyes than you. Actually, let me ask: how many do you have eye floaters or not?
Absolutely.
I don't fucking get you. I really fucking don't. Like, I'm not even trying to be a dick here. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, how are you built this way?
I don't know.
You have a better diet than me, a healthier lifestyle than me, and somehow you're just objectively less fucking, like... I don't... You concern me.
Do I confuse you?
You confuse me, yes, because by all accounts, you should be in a better state than I am, but you're not. You never are. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. You guys don't need to hear this. I'm just wondering how Kyle's fucking body is built this way. Actually, I don't know if I told you guys this before, but in Jack 3 Guidebook, it tells you how the NPCs were doing after the Precursor's legacy. Oh, does it? That's actually pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet. Share some of that knowledge.
You heard Kyle. Speak. Alright, hang on, let me get the book. Can you stop dying?
This fucking game.
What are your thoughts on Jodio and November Rain? Kyle goes and you're the one. Oh no, actually no. Kyle's not reading part 9 either. I have not started reading part 9 yet. I'll probably start reading it pretty soon though. I keep forgetting that it actually came out. It used to be such a pipe dream that like I haven't registered the fact that it exists.
It's one of those things that like people were so excited to come out, and now I hear nothing about it.
I think people are kind of just like me, where like they're not really quite sure, like they don't realize it's real.
Well, the problem is that like he's starting another part, and I think a lot of people tend to forget when Araki starts another part, that's another like decade of fucking like commitment.
He's not wrong.
Because the motherfucker only writes monthly now, you're gonna be waiting forever.
It has 15 chapters. Most JoJo parts are like what, 300 chapters?
No, when he went to monthly, they're only like 100 and something.
Okay, so
When it was weekly, it was like I think part 3 was like 150 or 170.
okay,
I know part 8. I know part 7 was like 115, maybe 17.
And Rohan got bitched by Jodio, and that motherfucker is an introvert. Oh, did Rohan make an appearance in part 9?
Yeah, he did. And I think we found out that it's the same Rohan. That's in the Thus Spoken series.
Yes, I believe I heard about that.
Which, those are a line of like short stories I need to finish at some point.
Oh, why don't you watch the anime?
Because they haven't adapted all of the stories, only some of them.
Yes, part 8 is 109 chapters. Oh wow, that's not that long.
Yeah, but the problem with part 8 is that it's like part 4. Some of the part is really, really good, and other parts are just really fucking slow. Like, you know part 4, when it's on, it's fucking peak. When it's not on, it's fucking really, really slow.
Yes.
That's how it is. Like, in my opinion, I think the best arc in part 8 is the Vitamin C arc.
Which one was Vitamin C again?
It has handprints, and if you touch it, you start to melt.
I remember that one. Interesting choice.
Fuck you. No, fucking fly!
Alright, so Kyle apparently is struggling there a little bit. It's nothing like DMC4 DOS. It's nothing like the DMC4 Dice boss fight. Fighting all bosses with Kira's life and Josuke's life except Toru. I don't know where the DMC Dice game came into that one, but sure. I wonder if I'm getting bad sleep or if my body is just still used to when this was 2:38. For context, California finally, their time rolled back, I think last week. And I think my body's still not used to the rolled back time. If I explain clearly, it'd be spoilers for part 8. Don't worry about it for now, so now, I'll be sure to get to part 8 eventually.
You see what I mean when I say like this? This has like a lot of the same level design, where everything looks the fucking same, and you don't even know if you're going the right way.
I'm pretty sure these are the same levels you went through. They're just like colored differently.
I have no idea why I even had to go through that fucking maze.
What? Did you not kill any bugs? I thought you killed some bugs.
I have no idea why I was even there.
Okay, so the bird lady opened an avian petting zoo for wayward and troubled birds. Ollie the fisherman lost a significant amount of his body weight and became an exotic dancer at a local club. And a what? So he became a fucking stripper? Well, good for him.
Okay, Orange buddy, we gotta take out these bugs. You pull up beside him, and I'll nuke them.
Okay, Kyle, am I tripping balls? We haven't seen this guy too often, if ever, right?
No, we've never seen him. And I'm strapped with this fucking...
Okay, so he is a brand new character. Okay, because I was going to say, like, am I just not paying attention? Because I don't think I've seen this guy before.
Yeah, we've come strapped with this new Bill and Ted character.
What? Where's Sparta at? I wanted to...
Do you want words with him? Do you want words with him too?
I want to hear the defense he's going to provide for this. Well, speaking of defenses, I gotta send Cyber those fucking Final Fantasy 16 scans he asked for. I keep forgetting to. Also, they translate that fist to the North Star guidebooks. Or at least recategorize it properly. Whew. Getting sleepy.
Hit him, you high fuck!
Nah, Kyle, because that wouldn't be the right thing to do. Gotta let nature run its course.
Nature will run its course upside his fucking head if he doesn't hit him.
Okay, so am I the only one who feels like...
Oh.
Am I the only one who... Oh, wow, you failed the mission? Am I the only one who feels like this shouldn't really apply to Kyle's job of fucking hunting insects? It's a fucking fish at that point. It's a giant fucking fish.
Get beside the bugs, little dude.
At least you know the damage isn't too bad.
Oh yeah, dude, that was supremo radical. Pop said you should head back to that construction site.
Oh,
Bueno going on
this fucking game. Alright, where's the fucking exit?
Oh yeah, apparently they ended up finding out what the most mysterious song on the internet is and where it came from. So that's kind of lame and cool at the same time.
The what?
There's a song that the internet could not find out where it came from or what its original name was. So for about, I think it was like for 25 years, it was considered the most mysterious song on the internet because no one could ever figure out where it came from or what it like anything about it. It was just a recording of a song that wasn't the original studio recording that no one could ever figure out the origin of. But after like I think 20 years, they finally found it. It belonged to some indie rock band that recorded a hit, or not a hit. I don't even think they had a one-hit wonder. But I guess one of the happenings, their song just ended up getting around without them knowing about it. And yeah, apparently all the band members are still alive. They have a whole album where the song comes from and everything. It's still being officially confirmed as of right now, but a lot of people are convinced that, like, just from what they've seen, that yeah, they finally found what the song, like, what it was. Which is actually kind of nice, because I'm curious what the actual lyrics for the song are, because a lot of people have debated what the lyrics for the song are, because it's not very clear audio.
Will I even know what this song is, or is this like some sort of obscure reference?
You probably wouldn't know what it is, because it doesn't seem like you spend time going through the weirder stuff of the internet, or the randomer stuff of the internet, so I doubt you would know. Because to be fair, I didn't even know about it until I watched a video where a guy directly talked about it. I don't think it's like common internet knowledge, or at least if it is, it's not for common knowledge for everybody. But yeah, I don't think you would. I don't think you would ever heard of it. Because especially because it's more like a synth techno beat, so to speak, or like techno rock. I think, have you ever heard the song Forever Young? By
Who?
Forever Young by Alphaville. Have you ever heard that song?
Don't know.
Daxter, did Simon give you my message? We need to clean up that construction site.
It's one of those songs where, like, if you've heard it, I feel like you would. I feel like just knowing you would know it just off the name. The farmer you mean, the precursor legacy, sadly passed away in his sleep after opening his first drive-through dairy. Jack's uncle has mysteriously vanished. You said this is in Jack and Daxter 3? I'm confused as to why it's in the third game.
These are also some pretty dark fates for some of them.
I guess it just means they actually spend time to develop the actual lore at that point.
Oh, I guess it's just like, well, you're never going to see them, so you might as well have like some fun knowledge.
Yeah. But I'm more curious as to why this information is in Jack and Daxter 3's guidebook and not Jack and Daxter 2's guidebook. You'd think that would be the one with the fucking information.
Or even at the very most one.
Yeah, but like... one's one of those weird situations to where like I wouldn't know what their thought process was when they made it. I don't know how, like, what were the chances of a sequel, you know? Oh. Actually reminds me, I need to pick up a new slice of life anime. I mean, they'll read for a fat minute. Reckon Ragnarok has not started a new fight yet, have they?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, because I believe people keep making memes that we're getting Simu next. So I wouldn't know how truthful.
I don't even know how you pronounce that. How you even pronounce the first name wrong. There's no U at the end of that.
My keen
Well, it's
exterminator
actually
sense
Simo.
tells me that these termite mounds are the
Yes,
problem.
it's Simo. It's not Simu.
I kind of always assume with the, I kind of always assume with your other fucking languages that you guys don't fucking have the proper sound for your alphabet. So I just assume it's not fucking O. To be fair,
Does it look like there was an accent on it?
there's not an accent on half of your fucking words, and you don't pronounce them the way they're supposed to be pronounced in English. And even if
It's not. It's literally not the same fucking. It's not. It's not a B. It's not a fucking letter in the English alphabet.
Suspicious.
That's you being a fucking idiot. That's an accented letter.
If you think so, I will respectfully disagree with you.
Then you're just respectfully fucking wrong.
No. Because people pronounce things fucking differently around the fucking world. Not every fucking pronunciation difference has a fucking accent behind it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. It might look like a B, but it's not a fucking V. You can even hold S. And it's there.
What the fuck? What language does his name originate from?
The band member I got this from, I think, is from...
Are you fucking telling me you have
Norway?
all this fucking knowledge of the randomest fucking shit, but a guy you actually fucking like a lot, you can't tell me where his name comes from with certainty?
I know where bands come from, I don't know where fucking people come from.
Your knowledge is just here to provide me a fucking aneurysm for how little sense it makes. The warrior has went to, hang on, before we continue this. The warrior has went... I hate you so much. You know the most stupidest fucking shit and the most randomest information thinking it's common knowledge. But then when I ask you about shit you should actually know about because of how you talk about it, you very rarely have a straightforward answer. It's almost...
Oh, just because I don't know computers. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, computers, because that's what the problem is. Hold on, before I beat your ass. The warrior has went to therapy and was on a talk show where he talks about his many experiences in combat, and then was later arrested after pounding an entire audience into a pulp stage. Damn. Man, some of these people just got fucking wrecked at life, it looks like. I feel like this is one of those cases to where the creators of the game just had fun. I feel like that's what this is.
Isn't it nice that we're doing all these missions and they have nothing to do with the story or looking for Jack? Now remember, he said, I've been searching for you for 2 years. Oh, fuck you fucking know, you've been drinking and fucking playing pest control.
He's just like you for real, Kyle.
I don't exterminate pests.
No, but all he does is get drunk and not do what he's supposed to. He's just like you for real.
Oh, so he's just like you without the drinking.
Kyle, I seem to get all my
I have never met a bigger procrastinator who doesn't take responsibility for his own actions.
I don't procrastinate though. That's where you're wrong.
You fucking do. You stand there in the shower. What? Do you just fucking turn off like a computer?
Sometimes it's nice to feel the warm water running through my body, yes.
It should take you no more than 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm just convinced you don't even shower at all. I'm convinced you just walk in there, let water rinse all over you, and then you just get out.
No, I have enough time to wash my body with soap, do my face,
Sure you
do my hair when it's hair day.
Oh, yeah, because you don't wash your hair every day, do you?
No, it's bad for your hair. you're literally stripping it of its essential oils.
That's why you use conditioner.
I bet you if I touch your hair, it'll be like fucking. I bet you would be like fucking hay. It'd be like fucking straw.
Yeah, it's a bit dry.
Yeah.
But that's why you use conditioner.
Yeah.
Conditioner's supposed to solve that problem.
No.
Kyle, are you telling me I've been lied to? Well, who am I going to trust? You or lay doctors?
Dude. You're supposed to do it preferably once every 2 days, or if not, once every 3 days to be safe, depending on what kind of hair you've got.
And get on top of it.
Sounds suspicious. I'll have to do
Your
some research.
scalp must be so fucking dry.
My scalp being dry? I don't know about all that. Hair's a little dry though. Scalp ain't. Oh, and it even talks about Gol and Maya's father after Jack defeated them, and it says that they're still running around the Precursor Catacombs underworld trying to find a way out. Gol and Maya's fate? Is that the Dark Eco people?
It is.
I thought they died. Didn't they fall in the Dark Eco?
They were piloting the precursor mining robot.
Ah, okay, I see. So they would just be fucking waiting to fucking escape, I guess. The Precursor Catacombs aren't even that big. How does that even make sense?
Because they fell into a literal fucking vat of dark eco.
Yeah, but they're in the Precursor Catacombs according to Jeremy.
Yes. Which is where the vat is located. The entire area is known as the Precursor Catacombs.
It's not infinite in size, though. You pick one direction, you keep going. I'm assuming the fucking robot...
The vat is in the catacombs. And you have the vat of dark eco, which has its own pipeline that goes to other places.
Kyle, it's not an infinite size fucking structure. If the fucking statement for that is true, that means they would still be trapped down there during the events of Jack 3.
Yes, they're fucking dead.
Kyle, it says they're still running around.
If we keep meeting like this,
This is talking about what happens after they leave
no problem.
for the future.
Yes,
Zim.
and it says they're still running
Okay,
around.
Zim, I'm going to tell you this right fucking now. The future is hundreds of years in the future.
Kyle, I'm going to explain to you the English
Not-
fucking... I'm going to explain to you the English fucking language here for a fucking minute. According
I don't
to
care
the
what-
other
I
fucking
don't
statement...
care.
No, you're objectively not paying fucking
No,
attention.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
According to the fucking statements Jeremy has given, every single fucking one of the people has been in past fucking tense. The last one is that they're still around. They're still running around the Precursor Catacombs.
And I'm going to say, no, the fuck they're not. Otherwise, the other eco stations would be
Jeremy,
alive too.
what is the exact statement it says for the twins? Does it say they died trying to escape the catacombs, or does it say they're still trying to escape? Because the way you've worded that is saying they're still running around trying to get out. Also, weren't they been infused by Dark Eco by the time you take care of them in the first game? Like, weren't they like already mutated, like experimenting on themselves?
That doesn't make them immortal. Jack is infused with Dark Eco and he grows.
Oh, he's not permanently stuck in Dark Eco. Maybe the Dark Eco part doesn't age. Maybe it's like one of those situations.
If that's the situation you're going to go with, then Samos should be the youngest fucker in the world because Green Eco is just life energy.
It could just be Dark Eco that does
He should be so full of life and vigor. But no, he looks so old and decrepit.
He always looks old and decrepit. Even when he's young, he looked old and decrepit. Yeah. Yeah, no, come back to that one because you know I'm fucking
Would
right.
would he look that old and decrepit if he made such a fine daughter? I rest my case.
You're just upset that fucking someone that he got fucking smashed. And you probably had to put work in. He probably just walked in like, hey, I got green eco. You want to smack? Actually, how the fuck does they even fucking work for a Sage? Because you never meet her mom, right?
No.
Well, she sure as hell didn't get her looks from her fucking dad.
Thank God.
No, they do not die. In fact, in the book, it says that most experts agree that since the catacombs have not been opened by Jack, it is a matter of time before they reach an exit. Alright, fuck you, so they're still around.
No, fuck you. That's a theory. That's a theory proposed by fucking philosophers. They don't know. They're theorizing. Fuck you.
The book says most experts agree that since the catacombs have been opened by Jack, it is a matter of time before they reach an exit.
Most experts.
In the guidebook.
They're having a guess from a perspective of scholars. They're having a guess.
Which means
they
they're
don't
still
know.
convinced that they're alive.
They don't know.
The experts are saying they're still alive.
No, they're saying most think. They don't know.
Holy fuck. Why are you such a hard ass about this? If the fucking guidebook is insinuating it...
Because it's not told from an omnipresent perspective. It's told from the perspective of people who may have knowledge about it, and they're having a theory on this.
Okay, so then why wouldn't the people with knowledge say they would have died of old age by now?
Because they don't know their fate.
Oh my god, by your logic... Okay, Jeremy, give me the context for what this is written in.
They're literally playing Schrodinger's fucking robot.
You're fucking ridiculous. The authorial intent is clearly to establish that they're still trapped down there. Otherwise, they wouldn't even fucking mention this. They would just say they died in the catacombs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Jeremy, what's the context for how this is fucking written? I guarantee if I get that fucking guidebook, it's gonna be like Also, if they're fucking experts... I'll send you a screenshot of what it says. Yeah, please send me a screenshot of what it fucking says. I want to see this for my fucking self.
If it's written from the perspective of scholars, then fuck you, they're guessing.
Okay, so what's your position for them being dead if the fucking scholars and experts of the verse claim that
Because they don't show up hundreds of years later.
Because they're trapped in the fucking catacombs!
Then you don't know if they're alive. You're trying to play absolutes, and I'm saying you don't have an absolute answer.
I'm telling you that the fucking information we're apparently given is clearly written to suggest that they're not only alive, but they're still active.
No. Because it's written from the perspective of people who don't quite know. They're having a guess.
Okay, I'm gonna take the fucking source material over Kyle's fucking guess as well, then.
You can take whatever you want. Hey, when was the last time we got some story for this fucking game?
That's a good question, actually. I think when you chased Jack and then ended up in a completely different fucking place. Honestly, Jeremy, you can just DM it to me when you get it. This must have been an early PSP game, because later PSP games were fucking way better than this.
Yeah, this was like 2006?
Jeremy, just DM it to me.
Maybe? 2006 maybe?
Yeah, this has to be early fucking PSP, because like the PSP actually had some fucking bangers in there. PSP was the best handheld console that's been made. I don't give a fuck about people arguing for the DS. The PSP was better. Game Boy has like the vibe check of the past, but Game Boy is definitely more rose tinted glasses situation. PSP was just a quality good fucking handheld console. Vita was better, but Vita fucking had issues too.
Vita's issue was the lack of variability.
Yeah.
And like the biggest draw that the Vita had was having Persona 4 on it.
True. Yeah, Jeremy, just DM it to me. Let me. Alright, let's see this statement.
Fuck.
Oh, shoot, hang on. Take that off.
What are we playing off the Daxter?
We haven't agreed on that yet. Who's talking about this, Jeremy? Jeremy, who's the source for this, for these statements?
I can't believe I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Why, do you have multiple days off?
Nope. I just don't want to go back after the weekend. Depresses me, it does.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Yeah, that's why I'm asking who the source is for this. Like, does he say who his experts are? Because presumably, if they're experts about fucking Gol and Maya, they have to be some fucking familiar with Eco. But as far as I know, well, this isn't Jack 3. Is Samos the only Eco Sage in the future?
To my knowledge.
What does it say about the other sages, Jeremy? Is there a section for the sages or no? Can you check and see if it says anything for the sages then? I guarantee you this is one of those fucking questions where if you ask the fucking writers for this game, they'll tell you they're still alive. The way this is written is very clearly meant to indicate that they're still there.
Well, go ask them.
No, because I don't fucking care enough to do so. It doesn't matter for scaling anyways. Well, actually, I guess what would it be like? Technically, if Dark Eco could resist the effects of time like this, or make you not age, that technically gives Jack a resistance to What, like fucking accelerated aging in Dark Eco State? Technically?
Maybe?
It just says, I'd say keep an eye out, but we have no idea what they'll look like after such prolonged exposure to Dark Eco. It does say they're rumored to still be running around, but the experts agree that once the catacombs are opened by Jack, it's only a matter of time before they reach an exit and return to wreak more havoc on the surface. It does reference that they've been down there a couple hundred years if they do come back, so this is written in the future. None of the sages appear on the Where Are They Now page.
That's weird, because the game was about meeting them.
That's so weird. Do any of the other guidebooks talk about what happened to the sages? What's the exact description for the Where Are They Now section? Like, does it have a description for what what the section's supposed to be about? If it does, send me the picture of it.
I'm having so much fun. Thank you, Swallow. This is such a great game.
Oh, so actually, I was gonna say, so what game? Well, we were talking about what game to play next after this. We just finished a Tales game recently, so I'm assuming we should take a break before we go to the next one. But what would be in the pipeline? Is there any? I guess Far Cry, or is Far Cry on your channel?
Far Cry is on yours.
Okay, so I guess we do a Far Cry game next, or do you have another game you want to try out beforehand?
No, we can do Far Cry unless you wanna.
Well, it's like because we're getting close to the end of the year. So.
Unless you wanna make fun of the models while doing one of the GTA remakes.
Do you want to do a GTA game? We haven't done one yet.
Do you want to do that after the next Far Cry one then?
Yeah, sounds good.
So you've basically got two choices. Are we doing Vice City or are we doing like San Andreas first?
What? You don't want to play the first one, GTA 3? For context, while it's not the first GTA game, I believe GTA 3 is the first GTA game to appear in 3D.
First, yeah, it is, and like, not really. I'm not really familiar with GTA 3, and when it comes to GTA games, I'm not used to it having a silent protagonist.
I don't know.
Because I only learned recently that Officer Tenpenny is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
You know, he ends up in a lot of those roles. I don't know why. Maybe he likes playing despicable characters.
Well, it's either that or an anti-hero, which I think like suits how he speaks. I guess. Wouldn't the only, I guess, outlier character be fucking his Marvel appearance?
No, Nick Fury's an anti-hero. Star Wars would be the debatable one. That would be a bit weird. Because I guess you could argue Mace Windu is somewhat of an anti-hero in comparison to the other Jedi, but Mace Windu would be a weird one to discuss there. I ever mentioned the story about Mace Windu and how Mace Windu came about? I'm going to assume your silence, that means no. So, for those of you who don't know...
the mission's complete! What the fuck else do I need to do?
Alright, so Kyle's having a fucking panic attack. When Samuel L. Jackson first approached George Lucas to be on The Phantom Menace, he asked George Lucas to let him be in the movie. It didn't have to be a big role. It didn't have to be a crazy role. It could even be like a stormtrooper. But he wanted to be in Star Wars.
With all those squish bugs, the queen should be on her way.
The
Now all
Queen?
you have to do is go wait at the trap.
What, you fucking slacker?
Is he sleeping?
Yes.
Oh, you just wish you could be doing that. Do you think you could get most of your work done if your job gave you like a 2-hour fucking like rest period?
Absolutely.
But yeah, where was I? So what ended up happening is on the day of the shoot, he thinks he's gonna be a stormtrooper, but a random like costume designer tells him to follow her so she can fit him for Jedi robes. And he didn't realize he was a Jedi Master until the day of the shoot.
Holy cow, Daxter! They're reading
Was he
the job.
happy?
Yeah, he was obviously happy, but he was just shocked that fucking he got into the into like a big role like that. Because again, he would have just been fine being a stormtrooper or a guard. But George Lucas was like, since he asked nicely, I guess, or something, I decided to make him a Jedi Master.
Should we censor that?
I don't know. I'm just going to pretend we're just going to ignore it and move on from there. Just for a record, chat.
It's very gaping.
Don't say it like that. These are the kind of games Kyle's plays while I play wholesome games. Never forget that. Also, apparently Black Ops 6 is incredibly fucking good according to everyone who's played it. I've heard people claim that's better than the original Modern Warfare 3.
God damn.
Yeah, apparently that's very high praise.
I mean, I'll get it at some point. Like, maybe when it's cheaper or when I get enough money, because I've got a bunch of different things I want to buy beforehand.
Okay, alright, so, yeah, so the description does provide the source for where the information comes from. And it says Naughty Dogs. So it says the Naughty Dogs know and have agreed to tell us. Now, it's the parrot saying this, so I think that's just how he talks with his fucking, like his actual vocabulary. So yeah, the source for the information for this section is Naughty Dog itself. And I think he actually references, yeah, Evan Wells, referencing the game designer. So yeah, no, they're alive.
So that's better than saying just experts.
I mean, look, if it was in-game information that was just in the game, I would agree with you, your stance was correct. But the fact that it comes from a guidebook, I would just automatically know that the intent is that they're still around. Although, I will say, I'm not quite sure how the fuck you were supposed to tell that these two, because it's Daxter, the parrot, and Jack talking about this, I guess. So I guess the parrot's supposed to be the guy dealing with this, but yeah, no, all right, yeah. So they're alive, all right. Which I guess begs the question, how? Thank you, Jeremy. I guess Dark Eco prevents aging?
Stop flying away!
Yeah, I think they got experts and the actual author mixed up, lol. No, they didn't. They didn't. It's just that when they say the experts, that's the people who work for fucking Naughty Dog. Either that or experts is supposed to be in reference to the idea of like keeping it flavorful in universe. Which is fine for guidebooks. Like that's not
Get your big fucking bitch ass down. And die!
That's not necessarily an issue. I just knew that because it was in the guidebook that more than likely is this the final boss or no?
Fuck no.
No, you're fine, Jeremy.
I'm back in business. No more queen bug. You can go now.
Fucking hick.
Damn, what a dick.
What? What else do I need to do at this fucking place?
Every time Kyle comes out, you can feel his patience slipping away.
Yeah, some radiating enthusiasm to play this fucking game.
Are you kind of hoping you were self-locked after all?
It's kind of fucking. I hope that this game would be over by now.
Well, it's clearly not 4 hours.
Want an apology from fucking Spider. I want him on one of these to try and fucking defend it.
You know, I'm just saying that he hasn't shown up for a lot of these Daxter streams.
He hasn't shown up for the two that we've done.
Did he show up for the first one near the end?
No. He didn't show up at all.
Are you sure you're not supposed to go to one of the other locations?
I don't know. How about fucking tell me where I'm supposed to go?
All right, well, you came to the right place. There are huge bugs dropping disgusting eggs all over. We set up bug zappers, but everybody's afraid to man them. No, I do it myself, but I don't have tunnel.
Man, aren't you so happy the game told you to come here?
Are you starting to at least get a little bit of a monicum of understanding why I don't fucking like this game?
I can see the reasons why you would not like this game, clear as day. Yes.
There are still more of those.
I do think this game is not bad as a concept, but clearly the execution was fucking rushed. That's why I'm convinced this is an early PSP game. That Metalhead B boss is actually one of the most impressive feats Daxter has done besides his final boss fight. Yeah, I believe it.
Not really. The only impressive feat that he's got so far is the fact that his sonic gun can like blast like massive walls away.
If covered.
Like, unless there's something in the guidebook, I guarantee you this game is like not worth going through for power scaling.
I think if you're using Daxter for scaling, for power scaling in this series, I think there's already an issue.
There are still more of those. Thanks.
The problem with this game is that it doesn't expand on his character whatsoever. It just leaves him being the quippy one-liner trope, which is fine when he's the psychic and he's trying to be funny to Jack Straight Man.
So you think the issue is that the game just offers nothing from a character or narrative standpoint, so it just shouldn't exist?
There's just not really a reason for this game to exist, because it doesn't expand upon what Daxter does. Because this is supposed to be telling the story of the 2-year time skip from the beginning of 2 to when you meet Jack. And it's not doing that.
Well, no. We talked about this at the start. No. The way it's
No,
presented.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, like, what it does is, all you get the information of for a year and a half, he basically drinks and basically lies to people
Yes.
in a pub,
Yes.
and then he spends the next couple of months playing Bug Exterminator.
Well, no, you did try to chase Jack down.
There are still more of those.
It's just that we don't know what happened after that.
It's just, look, I do believe that this game is a fun concept, and it could have worked.
It would have made this game would have been a lot better off if the reason Daxter was doing these missions was to get enough money to go find Jack. I like how you missed the precursor orb. Well, that bug zapper sucked.
Well, the problem is as well is like it just doesn't even tell you any of the story.
Or where to go.
Yeah, because I think this game is too focused on trying to get Daxter's quippy like one-liners over, thinking that people are going to be satisfied with that. But you're supposed to be telling like the story of how this shit happens, but it doesn't. Like, you'll see at the end of the game, him finding Jack just feels more like an accident.
I mean, it already kind of did when fucking Jack randomly popped up and he chased him only to,
No, but you know how the start of 2 made it at least feel like the Daxter was looking for him?
Yeah.
The ending of this game literally makes you think, oh no, it was an accident. You just got done beating the final boss, and now you've got... You just happened to stumble upon Jack.
The final boss isn't even in the prison? Wow, okay. That is a very horny animation. This is shameless.
What's this?
I'm on YouTube looking at a Hanukkah Star Rail fucking fan animation. But, yeah, you can tell the animator only had one thing in mind when he made it. It's actually not badly animated, but wow, that's silly. And that Daxter can take on people way bigger than him? Yes.
Well, he's already like established that in the other games. Like, I think the other problem I have with this game is like the level designs are just not fun.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these new areas are just not very. I guess they're not very inspired. Take on people bigger than him barehanded. I believe you should be able to. Hang on, what the heck's going on? Kyle, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Alright, let's refresh this. That's weird. Seems the stream's lagging a little bit. Or at least your end of the stream's lagging a little bit.
Oh, that's why he was using the fucking microwave.
I keep forgetting that's a fucking thing for you.
It's only been a recent thing.
Alright. The stream actually ended. You want to just call it there and finish it next week? I was like, because we're only going to be here for like an hour and 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright. Then we'll go ahead and call it here for today. Pretty chill stream across the board. So, with that said, oh, hang on. Currently, as far as I know, Mangler will not be streaming on Tuesday again. And Devil is also no longer streaming on Tuesday nights because of issues that might be going on. So, can't make any assumptions there either. I'm going to try and stream on days I don't work the day after. So, if I do stream, it'll be on Monday or Wednesday or Saturday. Well, I'm already streaming Saturday. But yeah, so those would be the days that would work with. Streaming Sunday night? No, Sunday. No, it'd be Monday or Wednesday, not Sunday, because I go to work on Monday. I'll try. Not this Sunday because I do have to work on some scripting because I do want to get some videos done. But I'll try and start doing like Sunday midday streams on my laptop. But yeah, that's about it for now. Just letting you guys know that Mangler and Veterans Day. I'm pretty sure I still work the day after. I don't think I can get Veterans Day off, but that I actually forgot Veterans Day was coming up. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next streamer video. Take care, everybody.